Canada has world-class researchers who continually invent creative and innovative solutions to any number of problems. But invention does not mean successful commercialization, and invention does not necessarily mean ownership. As one recent commentator put it, we are not nearly as successful at converting our ideas or the ideas of others into practical, made-in-Canada innovations that will benefit Canadians and our economy. As a result, Canada often fails to reap the societal and economic rewards of spending significant public resources to fund academic, medical, and scientific research. When these ideas leave the lab, they often go to another country, and there is no economic value returning to Canada. So there are two key aspects. There is research and development, then there is commercializing that research and capturing its economic value. There will be different roles in this process for the private sector, for academic and research institutions, and for the government. However, the focus should remain on gaining economic advantage through strategic relationships and strengthening the domestic ownership of commercially valuable IP. This is especially true when there are large public investments in research and development. As the same commentator put it, we can't risk being naive in a hyper-competitive global marketplace where not all countries play fairly or by the same rules. We can't continue to let our IP seep away from us, enabling other international players to reap benefits from commercialization that could have created much-needed jobs and economic activity in Canada. There is a general lack of awareness, particularly by small to medium-sized enterprises, or SMEs, regarding IP rights. Almost 60% of SMEs are at least aware of patents, but only 2% hold at least one patent, according to the Government of Ontario's report on intellectual property in Ontario's innovation ecosystem. Canada is a major destination and source of IP rights, with almost 160,000 applications for patents, trademarks, and industrial designs coming into the Canadian Intellectual Property Office and going out of Canada annually. But according to CIPO's IP Canada report in 2020, the majority of industrial designs, trademarks, and patents, especially patents, are filed by applicants outside of Canada. The major concern for the future of Canadian innovation is that many Canadian inventions are not commercialized in Canada and are instead sold or transferred outside of Canada. This is why the IP generated by research institutions is so important, and why strengthening the domestic ownership of commercially valuable intellectual property is necessary for future prosperity.